OT Lifehacker here in one of the schools to work with a child for an assessment. This is for occupational therapy, school, pediatrics. So we're just waiting for the student right now, and we've got a bunch of games for them. So we've got games. Oh, the phone's ringing. Interesting. What's that behind me? Oh, that's cool. So during this time of all the madness, you know, the global madness, we are actually in the occupational therapy room. This is originally a classroom, but it's turned into an occupational therapy room where we do the assessment. So school is not in session, but to meet with the students to do the assessments, the students in the school, hello, we are here for the assessment. Next school, here we are. We are at another school, another elementary school. We are going to, today is assessment day. So we have been traveling to different schools today for the school pediatrics occupational therapy, and have bringing different assessment materials that the occupational therapist had prepared the night before. And when I get further into my field work, I am going to be the one preparing the material we need, choosing the assessments. And so today the OT for this session that we're going to have has prepared the who remembers, who knows, what does BOT stand for? The BOT assessment. So we have this. Let's open it up so you can see. I remember this from school, having to check it out and wait to use it. See, so you have all the material with all the BOT stuff. The activities we're going to have the child do. And the manual, which is going to be extremely helpful when administering it. And tons more things. So, I am excited. I'm super excited to get into it. Okay, we are waiting for the student to come, so I'll talk to you guys later. It is cleanup time now. Wow, that's so impressive seeing the students do the activities. There was a bunch of fine motor and bilateral coordination stuff and gross motor and the planning stuff, letter writing. Well, the letter writing was another test. It's called the evaluation tool of children's handwriting. And that I can't show you because it has the student's information on. So, confidentiality, guys. And look, they even have the pegboard, which requires visual scanning and being able to do the very fine motor, back and forth motion, and requires your attention. It's a really cool, tons of really cool stuff. Some of the assessments that we have been doing have been, as you saw, the BOT and also the sensory processing measure and the REAL. And if you don't know what that is, feel free to ask me in the comments below, and maybe someone else will tell you, will beat me to it. But the REAL helps you to see what are the different, see what their daily living activities, functioning is like at home, or the instrumental daily activities as well. So a lot of these assessments are being done by the parents, particularly if the child is not yet able to do it themselves. But regardless, the parents, from what I'm being taught, regardless, the parents are the ones who are doing the assessments. And the child may or may not do it if they're able to. And so I just scored a few of the assessments. This is week 2 for me, and I've been scoring some assessments. It's very interesting because what you observe and what you score can be very different, and you have to factor in that at home the child might act differently. They are meeting you for the first time, so maybe they're also acting differently with you. And when you get to know them, they might be back to their baseline of what they're like when they're familiar with you and comfortable with you. A lot of different factors, so it's really, really interesting stuff. And I just want to make sure for all of you who are going to be doing your field work, it is super stressful in the beginning because you don't know what to study, or you're wondering, oh my gosh, what do I need to know? Oh, I need to know all the different developmental milestones. But keep in mind that when you, as we learned with occupation, when you do the activity, you learn so much more. And it's much more natural of a learning environment because you're in it, you're problem solving through it, you're experiencing it and thinking, oh, I shouldn't have done this, reflecting on what you did well, what you didn't do well, mistakes you made, and the responses you got from them. So there's a lot of things that happen when you are actually doing the activity yourself, when you're doing your field work, when you're working with the kids, that you learn. And you have that natural motivation to be like, what developmental milestone is this? Is this child at? What are they supposed to be at? What are they supposed to know? So that you can figure out what you need to work on. So don't be hard on yourself expecting that you need to know every single thing verbatim, because it will come to you. Granted, your fieldwork educator, everyone's fieldwork educator can be different, but for the most part, a lot of the educators, and in general, the idea is to learn, right? So we are here to be absorbing the knowledge and learning from our mistakes and becoming well prepared as practitioners when we graduate, which means it's gonna be this year. Cross my fingers, hoping everything goes well with how things are in society now, globally. Oof. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you all for being here. We're gonna go do the bot assessment now. So I'll talk to y'all later, and if you like this video, please do show the love and like and subscribe to the OT Life Hacker channel. Woohoo! Thank you. Okay, so OT Life Hacker out. Bye bye. Like, share, and subscribe. Choo.